Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing?
Good.
Good, good. I am doing well too because it's an exciting day in Illinois women's basketball with the three young ladies that have decided to commit. When we started this process 6 months ago as a staff, we wanted a backcourt player that we felt could swing two different positions. We feel like we got that with Janiyah Ephraim. We also identified we wanted a shooter. I think we certainly got that with Ariel Scott. And then we also want to anchor our inside game with the presence and with Mackenzie Blazek. I think the one thing that I'm so proud of this class is that it's a class that embraced our vision and what we wanted to change, where we were heading. And the trust that they put in our program means a lot to me. So this class is always going to be some class that I'm going to be very, very proud of. And I think we answered some of the questions we wanted to do as a staff when we started.
Ariel Scott, you were able to flip. Just what was the pursuit like of her and such a local kid?
Well, when I got here, obviously I knew that she had committed elsewhere, and at that point, that's where she was going. But as soon as she let us know that it was open, we were there, and we were there. And the one thing I think is the relationship we developed her through the process, because obviously there were some other really good schools there also, and I think our program is relationship built. Everybody kind of talks about family. You got to live that, not just talk about it. And I think that's what she sensed in us. And also, if you even look at her quote, she is the trend of what we want the Illinois players to think about as the University of Illinois as a women's basketball program. She's where we want to go. We want our Illinois kids to stay in Illinois. And I think she sensed our vision, and I'm really proud that she stayed home.
What's the perception of Urbana High athletics generally, as far as you know?
6 months ago, Urbana Athletics, I know that she did a great job there. They've been extremely successful. So we're excited that she's with us.
First game Friday. Obviously, Coach Styles is the game. What's new? What's different? What's exciting about having this opportunity here?
Well, what's new and different is that I was extremely familiar with everybody I was playing before. Now, new and different, we're looking at new competition. But the thing I do has I have a great coaching staff that's doing their job and is familiar. We've got coaches, Coach Kirkland and Coach Malone, that have been here, and that insight has been really valuable to us. Knowing, and plus, we've scrimmaged some people. It's given me some insight. So I've done this long enough that every game, the next game is the biggest, and that's how we look at it.
Coach, back to recruiting, you talked all through your time here so far that the biggest adjustment has been getting into the 24/7 of recruiting here. How do you reflect on your first go around with this now that your first class is signed?
Well, I think the first go around is, I think the most frustrating thing is when we first came here, it was like you call kids up and they would, well, we haven't known you for 5 to 7 years. That's a tough thing to catch up. I've been here 6 months. But like I said, keeping staff here, I think those relationships are some of the reasons why we're sitting with this class, is that we had those relationships and built a little bit. I think that's the biggest thing that you want to start developing, and we're working it as hard as we can. I can't speed time up, but I certainly think people know that we're here now, and we're working hard to develop those relationships, not only in Illinois, the Midwest, but if we're going to recruit wherever we have to get the best players here, and that want to be here, and want to see this vision completed.
Based off last season, Brandy Beasley had a really strong year as a freshman. What have you seen from her? Just, I guess, growing from that freshman stage to kind of being a leader.
I think that Brandy is a kid that's always in the gym and wants to get better. It's a kid that's up in the office, is always watching film. When you have someone that wants to get better like that, their future is bright. I think they all realize too that she's not, that sophomore class is not going to surprise anybody this year. And I've told them that you have to understand, they know who you are, and to make that adjustment and make sure that you're playing at another level and understanding that, I think they're embracing.
Coach, talk about how you're trying to get these recruits to buy into your program as you get ready to begin your season tomorrow. What is that thing about your program that you want them to see?
Well, I think every coach is going to talk about hard work, grittiness, the motor that we show. But when kids get on campus, a lot of what they're going to do is they're going to talk to the current kids that are here. That's one of the biggest things that they want to know. And I hope that some of our best recruiters are actually going to be the kids that are on this team, and how we treat them, how we know them as individuals, how hard we do work, that commitment. That's the communication I think is some of the strongest things that sometimes we miss. You go out on the road, you watch them, you're at gyms, but that's what the relationships people keep talking about. That's the relationships that I think build family. And when it's kid talking to kid, that's when it becomes real. So yes, tomorrow I hope that you see those things. I see that grittiness. I hope you'll see how hard we're going to work. And that stuff doesn't hide when you get on a basketball court. Hopefully you'll see that family atmosphere in the sense of how we treat each other and how we play together. Thank you.